Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and a big day if you are a Chelsea fan in terms of a transfer window, a player going out and a big player are coming in as well. Christopher Nkunku has finally agreed a deal with AC Milan, and Chelsea have agreed the terms with AC Milan as well, and it feels like it's a matter of time when the announcement is going to happen that Christopher Nkunku has left Chelsea and is going to go ahead and join AC Milan for about 35 million euros. And fees, rising up to about 42-43 million euros. I think it's a great deal overall. Nkunku knows he's not going to get game time at Chelsea with the amount of players that they already have and the players that they want to bring in. It was a no-brainer. He fell out, in the packing order in Maresca's eyes, and he knew that, he was not going to get game time. And this being a World Cup year, he really wanted to go ahead and play football, and he was not going to get that at Chelsea. And Chelsea have been very clear, this summer they have already told, a certain players that they are not going to get game time. You had Madueke on that list. Nicholas Jackson is one of them as well. So they have been very clear. Maresca has been very clear from the start to a certain number of players that I really don't want you, and this is you have the time to go out of the club, because if you stay you are not going to get that much playing time. I think that is very straightforward from a manager, and I think it's a good thing as well. So because the players can and the agents can go out and avoid their deal and try to get the player to move to a different club, and they have been successful now that Nkunku has agreed a deal to go AC Milan. It's a 5-year contract for Christopher Nkunku, and if you're AC Milan and you're seeing Nkunku come, I think it's a very smart deal by AC Milan as well. Their transfer window has been really good. They have brought in players that are really gonna upgrade the score, and I think Nkunku is gonna be another one of those players. He's an interesting player. He can win you games. He's like a hot and cold situation, but I think he's gonna work really good under Allegri, and he's gonna enjoy playing in the Serie A. And with this new Milan side under Allegri, as I said, they have already made about 6 or 7 new signings, and Nkunku is gonna be another one, a part of the puzzle that Allegri is setting up. It's going to be a new Milan team, and Nkunku is going to be part of that. And I think that it's a very smart a signing for AC Milan. And for Nkunku as well, it's going to be a new chapter. He's leaving Chelsea. He's going to go to Milan. The expectations are not going to be that much for Milan for this season. They are not going to be in Europe as well. So it's going to be a new season. And there's no, as I said, there's not going to be that much pressure in terms of fighting for the title, because nobody really expects Milan to go ahead and win the title. I think they are going to be a dark horse for the title. I've said it in my predictions as well. I think they are going to be a dark horse. They might not end up winning it, but I think they are going to be very they are going to surprise a lot of people, and I think Nkunku is going to play a big part in that. And I understand why Allegri is bringing him in, and he can use a player like that, and they are building a squad big enough to surprise everybody. And I think it's a great signing. It's a smart signing, and for about 43 million euros in add-ons, the fixed fee is 35 million euros. I think that's a very smart signing, and all the three parties are going to be happy about it. And the second one, I think the bigger one with the Chelsea incoming, is Alejandro Garnacho. He's finally it feels like it's going to be announced in a couple of days as well. I think Chelsea were just waiting for Nkunku to leave, that deal to be completed, because this Nkunku's deal was completed about 4 or 5 hours ago, and then Chelsea have now completed and gone ahead and assigned Garnacho as well. So they have basically balanced the book. It is a 40 million pound deal, and I think it's a really great signing for Chelsea. I'm a massive Garnacho fan. I've been saying this for the last 2 years. I think he's a really great player. It's just he's at the wrong club. I would say he was at the right club at the wrong time, if I'm being very honest with you. 7-8 years before, if Garnacho would have been at Manchester United, I think he would have been a big player. I think he would have been a world beater. Unfortunately, he's at the club at the wrong time, if I'm being very honest with you. And I think he has not really worked. I think Ten Hag was not really able to handle him, and Amorim and him, he has had it has been quite a big of a bust up between him and Amorim. And then what the stuff that he has done, posing with the Aston Villa shot and whatnot, I think he made it clear quite early on in the summer that that the moment the season ended, that he wanted to leave. It was the question of where he would end up, and Chelsea have come in and they have tried to sign him. And as I said, it was already expected that he was gonna go to Chelsea. He has rejected a lot of clubs because he wanted to stay in the Premier League. He wanted to go go to a top club, and I think Chelsea was the perfect opportunity under Maresca. I think it's going to shine. He's going to have that freedom, to go out and play the way that he wants. Garnacho is the type of player that can win you a game just like that. In an instant he can change the game. He can score the goals. He can create something special out of nothing. He's one of those type of players, but he's a confidence type of player. If he's good on good terms with the manager, and I think he needs somebody who can really discipline him, but in an affectionate way. And I think Maresca is going to be that guy. I don't know what happened with Amorim and him. They just fell off quite quickly. I think he had a good season under Ten Hag the first year. Last year it was a big problem with Ten Hag as well. So I think it is going to be a good fit between Maresca and Garnacho. And Chelsea again, expanding that score. They are going to be in the Champions League. They want to fight for the title, and I think they are going to be in a title race. And what they already did with against West Ham last weekend. How strong they are already, and now bringing in Garnacho on top of that. They are continuously increasing their score, and they are getting their squad better and better. And I think I have already said they are going to be a threat in Europe as well, and in the league as well. And I think Garnacho himself, he knew he wanted to leave, and he, as I said, he wanted to go to Chelsea. Another thing, the fact that he only wanted to go to Chelsea, it should be a big boost for Chelsea fans, that a player really wanted to come to your club. And I think that is gonna he's gonna put a show put it 10 or 10-15% more than any player who would have had other choices and just came to Chelsea. I think it is a really good signing. I would not be surprised, if I'm being very honest, if Garnacho ends up scoring 15 goals and provides more than 10 plus assists, and then you are going to see United fans go mad at it. I don't think it's going to be a flop signing. I think it's going to work out really good for Chelsea, and I think that Garnacho is going to show Manchester United what they miss, and I think again United fans are going to be in trouble. United, but I understand United's point of view as well. The relationship between the fans, the relationship between the manager and the player and the club was so far gone that there was no a way to patch it up, and it had become quite clear that he was going to go out of the club. They would have preferred to sell him abroad, but they have had to sell him to a rival. Still, Chelsea are a rival of Manchester United. No matter what the situation Manchester United are in currently, but to sell him to Chelsea, I think it's a big thing. I think it's going to be a problem. And again, seeing the way that Manchester United are, I would not be surprised if Garnacho comes back to Old Trafford and he ends up scoring the winner for Chelsea. It could turn out to be one of those things, I think. But Manchester United really wanted to let get him out of the club. But I personally think they really did not want him to sell to Chelsea. But as I said, he only wanted to go to Chelsea, and nobody really else put up the money. They have gotten about 40 million pounds for him, and then there are add-ons as well. But at the end of the day, it's a good deal for Chelsea. I think it's a good deal for Garnacho. It's a good deal in terms of the situation regarding the player for Manchester United. But if I'm being very honest, I think the fee should have been more. I think they could have easily gotten him gotten 50 to 60 million pounds for him. But I think the situation with the player and the club really helped Chelsea in getting that fee quite down. So a great day for Chelsea, getting a player out of the club and who really they didn't really want, and getting in a player who they really wanted, and basically for the same fees. 35 or 42 million euros, it's almost 40 million pounds, and then it's basically if you are trying to balance the books, it's basically null. There is nothing has happened. So it's in all ways a great day great day for Chelsea. A footballing aspect, financial aspect, commercial aspect, in all sort of way. I think it's a really great day for Chelsea, a great signing, and I think this is going to be one to watch. Everybody, I will say it again, I would not be surprised if Garnacho turns out to be one of the best players of the season this year. That's it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys think of the entire situation. Nkunku going to AC Milan. Milan fans, how excited are you to see him come to the club? And Chelsea fans, how are you feeling about him going and then Garnacho coming to your club? And United fans, what are your views on Garnacho going to Chelsea? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye bye.